Hello everybody, welcome to PWR episode 11. I am your solo commentator forever and always, Michael Anthony. Thank you everybody for joining here tonight. Thunderstruck was a monumental success, and here tonight we're going to start off with an announcement from Anthony Paul addressing who the world title contender will be following off of Thunderstruck and leading into Firewall. Let's take you to the ring right now. Now this is the first time in a while we've started PWR with a segment rather than a match, but out comes General Manager Anthony Paul, who seems incredibly excited, and who can blame him? PWR, has been a massive success as of late, with Thunderstruck pulling out the largest viewership number in our YouTube right now, sitting at 260 viewers and above, and that is individual viewers due to it being a premiere episode and not a live stream. So thank you everybody for tuning in on the behalf of myself and General Manager Anthony Paul. Now of course he is here to address the World Championship scene, as at Thunderstruck, Lido Deck got himself a title opportunity in dastardly deeds and even concussed Rob Kamen. So Rob Kamen is not here to have any Proving Grounds matches. He is not cleared to compete for the next 2 episodes. So Anthony Paul is taking it upon himself to address what he's going to do about that right now to determine our next number 1 contender. Now let's get him a mic, and I'll be quiet and let him speak.
How's everyone doing tonight? As you may know, I am the acting general manager of Pro Wrestling Revolution, Anthony Paul, and I cannot tell you how happy I am with the growth of PWR and how happy I am about the turnout of our second pay-per-view, Thunderstruck. It has now become our most viewed upload on our YouTube, and we can only go up from here, as we're only halfway through this season, and I can personally tell you, can't wait to present all of you the pay-per-view 3 out of 4 for this season, PWR Firewall. Now Thunderstruck was a widely successful, including for Rob Kamen, who successfully retained against Lido Deck. Now Lido completely blindsided me. He manipulated my fear of what Dead Zone could do to PWR and used my authority to get himself a world title shot. But luckily I can say that we have probably one of, if not the best world champions in the entire business right now. And even after suffering a concussion at the hands of Lido, he overcame all odds. And now I solemnly swear I'll never let someone like Lido use my authority like that again. However, we now find ourselves without a number 1 contender, as Lido stomped on a lot of people's momentum leading to Thunderstruck. So now comes a time where I announce what we're going to do leading to Firewall to crown a new number 1 contender. The question is, who's worthy of the title shot?
Oh, well, you have to figure that the locker room would be clamoring to come out here to say who is worthy of the title shot, but I wasn't expecting to hear this music. But who am I kidding? It's the headlock god, Chase Dunn. We haven't seen him in a while, as he said he was going to take a break from PWR because he was tired of losing. But when he did come back, right after he said that, he tried taking Robert Martyr's interpromotional title from him, which resulted in Robert breaking his fingers in the most horrendous ways I've ever seen. Now we can see here Chase Dunn is coming out here to interrupt our general manager, showing supreme disrespect to PWR. And, well, you can only figure he's out here for one thing.
Anthony Paul, good to see you again. Remember when that first time you screwed me out of that match with Lido? Good times. Good times. Well, looking for a new contender? Well, look no further G.O.D. is here, baby. Chase Dunn is your next contender. How about that one, Mr. Paul?
Oh, great. Who's coming out here now? Oh, wait a minute. I know exactly who's coming out. Now, this is somebody who I think deserves a world championship shot. It's the Slady's man, Aaron Slade. Luckily, interrupting Chase Dunn where he was speaking. Aaron Slade, somebody that I think has gotten a tough break in this wrestling business ever since leaving UCW after losing his historic world title reign at UCW. And ever since coming back, he's been having tough luck trying to find himself back into world title contendership, losing to Rob Kamen in the World Tournament, which resulted in Rob Kamen going to New Beginning and getting the title.
Oh, no. See, I've been sitting in the back for weeks, for months, watching you and other people who are hand-picked for opportunities just for them to squander those opportunities. See, you were just at the back of the line, and in my eyes, you still are. You don't deserve this. And if you're trying to trick yourself and all of these other people into thinking that you deserve this more than anyone, I can tell you right now, you don't. There's not a single person in the back, there's not a single person who deserves this more than I do. I'm the one who brought it to Lido Deck at Wildcard. I'm the one who brought it to Dead Zone. And I'm the one who came here to win the PWR World Championship.
Well, Slade making his grand proclamation, but as you can see there, Chase is cowering his way out of the ring because the man who broke his fingers, Robert Martyr, the interpromotional champion, is marching down the ring.
Whoa. Hold on a second there, Chase. If I remember clearly, I broke your fingers. How the hell are you holding that microphone to talk all this shit? Because Robert Martyr, out of everyone in this entire building, deserves a shot at the World's Heavyweight Championship, at the PWR World's Heavyweight Championship against Rob Gaiman. You know why? Because I'm the most important champion in this company. I'm the most defending champion in this company. I am the reason why PWR is where it is right now. In fact, I wrestled Rob Kamen in one of the first episodes of PWR early in my career in this company and early in Rob Kamen's career before he was even close to a championship opportunity. I almost beat him. I was at the skin of his teeth. I almost got the W, but I didn't. But I'm a more complete and established wrestler now. So Rob Kamen deserves a real fight. Rob Kamen deserves Robert Martyr.
Oh, now here comes out DJ Black, somebody who just debuted last episode. Wonder what he has to say.
Now, wait just a damn second. Chase, Slade, Martyr, you three haven't done anything around here to catch the eye of the PWR team to give you all the big push you want. Let me break this down to you three real quick. None of you can stand up to Kamen like how I can, because I'll be the one challenging for the PWR World Heavyweight title, and I'll be the one to dethrone Kamen since that masked failure couldn't. So if you all could please kindly just leave my ring.
Masked failure? You want to talk about failures? All I can see is a bunch of peasants who have unapologetically failed. What excuses do you all have? You all went in your matches without anything or any targets on your mind. Robert has failed to defeat Cayman before. Slade has failed to defeat Cayman. Chase, I've crippled your ass twice before. One time was in PWR. And DJ, you've had one match here, and that I set you up for, and you lost against Dead Zone. Let me end this stereotypical promo setup of how another superstar comes out after another to say that they are more worthy than the others. At Thunderstruck, I was the closest to beating Cayman out of all of us. I had him in my arms for the Concussion Buster, a move in which only Slade has ever kicked out of, but due to Alexander Henry, I lost. The rest of you lost clean. I got screwed over. I may have taken a shortcut to the fight, but brought the fight to Cayman. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, deckheads of all ages, if there is anyone deserving of a rematch for the World Championship, it is the King, the Leap.
Well, this announcement has spiraled out of complete control. 5 superstars out here claiming their right to the contendership, and out comes the former #1 contender, the man that Lito conspired against, the monster Dead Zone. We thought that we got rid of him with the last gauntlet match, but here he's standing in front of Lito. Oh, that's maybe not a smart idea. And oh my god! Dead Zone getting comeuppance for the trickery Lito had against Dead Zone.
All right. That's enough chaos. PWR is better than this. We won't do stereotypical promo segments like this. However, I've listened to all of you and what you have to say, including Dead Zone, who hasn't even said anything, and I think you're all worthy of a title shot. So with that being said, let's make a match. Next episode will only feature one match, and it's going to be a gauntlet match. Aaron Slade versus Chase Dunn versus DJ Black versus Robert Martyr versus Lito Deck versus Dead Zone. And the winner of that match will face Rob Kamen for the world title shot at Firewall. The crowd likes the sound of that, and you better too, because I'm not changing my mind. Let's get on with PWR episode 11.
Well, you heard it here first. Next episode, we're getting another gauntlet match to determine the #1 contender. But as Anthony Paul has said, let's continue on with the show with our first match of the night. Let's take you to the ring for that right now. The Hype Man versus Bezbojna Reka. Now I've missed hearing this theme song. It's been a while since we've heard Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys, while Ryan Gonzalez is coming out here as he has teamed up recently with Joe Diaz to form the Fallen Stars. And as you saw at Thunderstruck, they had an amazing match against DIE, the tag team champions, for the championship, but unfortunately they did not come out on top. Now, this episode is designed to have the people who lost at Thunderstruck have a second chance at picking up their momentum, as Ryan Gonzalez is going up against another person who did not do so well at Thunderstruck, Jacob Mazur, who lost to the other debuting superstar, Dylan Saber. But Ryan Gonzalez, even though he lost at Thunderstruck, is all happy-go-lucky carefreeness. And as in contrast, the exciting, fun song Intergalactic is now contrasted with the serious and intimidating, dark theme song, Dunkelheit, which is utilized by the Polish giant, Bezbożna Ręka, or in English, the Unholy Hand, Jacob Mazur. Now, Jacob Mazur had a very impressive double debut against Dylan Saber. However, Jacob underestimated the smaller technician and did not come out on top, as when he tried applying the Kavavi special, if I am pronouncing that correctly, Dylan Saber turned it into a sunset flip, and that was the beginning of the end of the match, as when Jacob Mazur tried putting on the Strock pile driver, Dylan Saber reversed it yet again into a roll-up pin and got the surprise upset victory. And as you can see, Jacob Mazur, even though he showed sportsmanship to the now respectful Dylan Saber, he does not look quite happy going up against somebody who wrestles the style that Ryan Gonzalez does, as he is quite the wrestling purist. And as you can see on his comments on the True One Pro magazine, he does not want to face people like Ryan Gonzalez. He wants to face pure wrestlers, catch wrestlers, technical wrestlers, submission-based wrestlers. But he has absolutely no respect for the high-flying type of wrestlers or pure powerhouse wrestlers. Now here we go. Both men standing across the ring, and look at this, Ryan Gonzalez getting the drop on Jacob Mazur right away. He knows what he needs to do, and look at this tiger feint kick. Ryan Gonzalez getting the drop on Jacob Mazur out of nowhere, and springboard neckbreaker takes down the giant. Ryan Gonzalez going 1,000 miles per hour with a big shooting star headbutt, goes for the cover. 2, no, it's just a 2 count. Ryan Gonzalez, I think he knows what he needs to do. He needs to go fast and heavy, but Jacob Mazur even heavier with that fireman's carry discus fire. I can't even say what I was going to say. The fastball punch, excuse me. But now Jacob Mazur, with one fell swoop, has put the momentum firmly in his corner, as now he's whipping Ryan Gonzalez corner to corner and chopping the ever-living hell out of him. Now this is where he gets the nickname the Unholy Hand, with those ham hock-sized hands just putting indents in Ryan Gonzalez's chest, and now he's working on the arm like he so likes to do, softening it up for the Kavavi special. Now look at this, just lifting him by the arm. Could dislocate the shoulder there. Now the momentum has very much slowed down, and Jacob Mazur can go to work. Kick out at 2 right there. Makes Ryan Gonzalez sit up, but he did just exactly what Jacob Mazur wanted him to do, as now he's got a tight arm lock on, wrenching it really hard. Just look at the pure size difference in arms. I don't think anybody except for maybe Dead Zone can match the size of Jacob Mazur. Now look at this big arm drag. And he goes straight back into the arm lock. We had a very quick start to this, but Jacob Mazur looking to slow it down and wear down his opponent to a point that he cannot go very fast anymore. All right, let's go of that again. Doesn't get the chance to get out of it. Now targeting the arm again with a big elbow strike to the shoulder. And, oh, big headbutt. Goes for the cover, dragging him into the middle of the ring so he doesn't grab the ropes. And, nope, Ryan Gonzalez still kicks out. He is quite the resilient man, as he was the star player of that match in Thunderstruck. Now the crowd trying to rally up the hype man, Ryan Gonzalez. He's getting out of it, punching his way out of it. Now he's backing him into the corner. What's he looking to do here? Against the ropes again. triangle drop kick makes Jacob Mazur go back into the ring. And now look at this. Oh my God, the king of the shooting star press bounces off the middle rope, goes for the cover, and nope, Jacob Mazur kicks out. Now look at this on the middle rope. Ryan Gonzalez likes to utilize shooting star presses quite often. Now look at this. Oh, went for a crossbody. Jacob Mazur caught him. Too big, too heavy, and too strong to knock down Jacob Mazur. Now look at this and oh my God! Tree of woe position. Diving headbutt to the chin of Ryan Gonzalez. Could have jacked his jaw there. And no, Ryan Gonzalez still in this match. Now a win from either of these two would be very important for them, especially since Jacob Mazur has lost his debut match at Thunderstruck, and now Jacob Mazur using his strength to his advantage, throwing Ryan Gonzalez on the opposite corner of the ring. Now he's winding him up. Look at this. Big arm drag there. And he follows it up with a hip toss and a elbow drop to the arm. Just absolute relentless assault. Now look at this. Big power move. All 380 pounds falling down on him with a senton. Could that be it? No. Ryan Gonzalez still kicks out. Now he sits him up. He's got him. What's he looking to do? He's got a hammerlock applied. Nice and tight. He could snap the arm of Ryan Gonzalez if he so wishes to, but he wants that submission victory. But Ryan Gonzalez still gets out of it. Look at this snapmare. And, oh jeez! Cyclone kick to the face. He falls up with another discus-like maneuver with a fastball punch. And now I think we know what he's setting up for. He likes to call this the around the world shooting star press, because look at the distance he has to cover. Will he cover it? And he absolutely does. All the way across the ring, goes for the cover, and Jacob Mazur still kicks out in time. Such impressive athleticism and acrobatics from Ryan Gonzalez, looking for a spear now. And, oh look at that, Jacob Mazur leaps over it. Impressive athleticism from the Giant. Now look at this, underhook face buster. He goes for the cover. Could this be it? No, Ryan Gonzalez kicks out right before 3. This win is very important for either of these two men. So Ryan Gonzalez naturally won't kick out. But what is he going for here? Oh, jeez. Oh, my God! Holy crap! I think he just knocked out Ryan Gonzalez, and if he hasn't, he's about to struck pile driver, counts to 200. I think, why isn't Jacob Mazur going for the cover? He could win this right now. But I think Jacob Mazur wants the submission victory. Cement the fact that he is the greatest Giant submission wrestler. And yes, he is. He's locking in the Kavavi special. A maneuver that only results in a verbal submission, and Jacob Mazur gets the victory. Good Lord. That match was intense, as you saw right off from the beginning. Ryan Gonzalez trying to get the drop on Jacob Mazur, getting him in the ropes for that Tiger Feint kick. But Jacob Mazur just too resilient, and within one move, the rest of the match was practically his. As you saw there, even when Ryan Gonzalez tried surmounting some offense, Jacob Mazur was simply just too much for Ryan Gonzalez. with that crippling diving headbutt into the corner. But as we can see here, of course, we have to show what Ryan Gonzalez calls the around the world shooting star press. All the way across the ring. Such athleticism, but when you speak about athleticism, look at that. Jacob Mazur actually jumping over the spear. And then it was the beginning of the end with that double underhook facebuster. And then this back suplex release against the ropes. Massive whiplash to Ryan Gonzalez. Had to knock him out cold. But Jacob Mazur wanted the submission victory, and as you saw right there, Jacob Mazur is victorious in his second ever PWR match against Ryan Gonzalez. Good for Jacob Mazur. Picks up his momentum in PWR and when he is eventually going to debut in True One Pro. That was an impressive match from these two, but now we're going to see the other half of the Fallen Stars, Joe Diaz, go up against one half of Gunner and JJ, Jared Jackson. Let's take you to the ring now. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Fallen Stars had lost at Thunderstruck, and that is why Joe Diaz has the match here tonight against another tag team competitor, Jared Jackson. Now, these two actually have quite similar stories, both being brought together into a tag team via a common enemy between their tag team partner, as Ryan Gonzalez and Joe Diaz were solo competitors before they were tag team wrestlers, much like how Jared Jackson and Gunner were just the same before DIE made them form together, since they kept attacking them, while Christian Maniac and Chris Malenko was the bonding enemy for the Fallen Stars. And another thing that they have in common with each other is they have both lost in championship bouts against DIE, and it would be good for either of these two men to pick up some victories and some momentum for their team. Now out comes the bigger Jared Jackson, clad in army gear, army camouflage and stuff like that. He was actually a part of the Marine Corps, which is another common thing he has with his tag team partner Gunner. Gunner, which is having a match later tonight against Dylan Saber, who was actually victorious at Thunderstruck against Jacob Mazur, who just won in a match earlier against Ryan Gonzalez. Here we go, Jared Jackson, serious and probably in a lot better shape than Joe Diaz is, since he has not had a match in, what was it, 3 episodes? I haven't kept exact track of it. The last match he did have was a tag team match, just like how the last match Joe Diaz and Ryan Gonzalez had was a tag team match. But here they are seeing a singles match against each other. And the way that we see it here is if you pick up momentum for yourselves, you pick up momentum for both of your tag team members. So it would be very good for either of these men to pick up the victory here tonight. Now here we go, Joe Diaz, serious but calm. And Jared Jackson doesn't seem to have too many qualms with Joe Diaz. Now we get a sportsman circle over the ring. Collar elbow tie-up. Goes into a headlock position. But Jared Jackson makes him rebound off the ropes. Drop down. And another drop down. And, oh geez, right off the bat. Big power slam. And Joe Diaz kicks out only at 2. Now here we go into a chin lock. Jared Jackson, former body lifter as well. He is immensely strong, having lifted up Killian Walker with relative ease before. Killian Walker's 350 pounds, while Joe Diaz is a measly 190. But Joe Diaz is much, much quicker than Jared Jackson here as he's getting out of it with a flurry of forearms and some strikes. But Jared Jackson versus the Irish Whip there. Big hip splash in the corner. And he follows up another one in the seated position. Now Jared Jackson with firm momentum in his corner. Puts Joe Diaz into the corner. Brings down a few strikes to his face. And a big headlock punch gets him out of the corner. And a big clubbing blow to the back. But misses that one. Now Joe Diaz responds with a chop, a jab to the face, punch to the gut. And oh geez, just kicks him straight upside the head. But Jared Jackson is all power. He is able to take all these blows in strides, but two forearms knocks him down. Joe Diaz may be looking for the moonsault early, but he misses it and follows up with a moonsault. Quick thinking on Joe Diaz's part. He goes for the cover and kick out. Of course, his secondary finisher, as opposed to the running corkscrew cutter, is the moon stomp, a moonsault into a double boot stomp. But he missed it right there, but followed up immediately with a moonsault. Now he is surmounting a comeback and a big enziguri to the face. Now look at this. Oh! Springboard European uppercut takes down Jared Jackson. Now he's looking for a cartwheel Pele kick. He uses this as a signature maneuver, but it doesn't connect. Jared Jackson dodges right out of the way just in time in a big snap sit-out power bomb. Now Jared Jackson looking to follow up with a running maneuver, perhaps wanting him to get up, and a big double axe handle takes down Joe Diaz. Goes for the cover. And no, Joe Diaz kicks out right at 2. Now he's got him up. Maybe he's looking for his finisher, alley-oop bomb. But no, he gets out of it into a sit-out, into a sunset flip, excuse me, and doesn't steal the victory, though, as Jared Jackson kicks out right in time. Jared Jackson's finisher is the alley-oop facebuster bomb. Usually likes to throw his opponent's face first into the corner or the ropes, and no one has ever kicked out of it before. But Joe Diaz, look at that big shooting star press into an awkward position onto Jared Jackson, but it connects nonetheless. He goes for the cover, but Jared Jackson still kicks out at 2. Big kick to the back. Now what's he looking for here? He's getting him up. Now look at this big DDT, and he kips up out of it. Now he's going up top. Think he's looking for the moon stomp. He's waiting for him to get in sublime position, and he's going for it, but he misses. Jared Jackson follows up with a big spear. Now he goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, he kicks out. Jared Jackson's massive, broad shoulders driving straight through Joe Diaz. Now look at this. Maybe looking for the alley-oop bomb again. Carrying him around. I think he's just showing off a little bit, but I don't think that's very smart to do because it's given Joe Diaz time to recover, and he's gotten out of the powerbomb position. Now look at this. Quick schoolboy roll-up and falls up with the big enziguri. Takes out his legs a little bit. Trying to take out his support. If he cannot stand, he cannot throw the alley-oop facebuster. Now look at this. Joe Diaz maybe trying to get a surprise submission here. The figure 4 leg lock, but look at this. He's putting on extra pressure, bridging into it, a bridging figure 4 leg lock. That is so much elevation and tightness on the knee, but Jared Jackson, superior upper body strength, gets out of it. Now Jackson, oh my God! Just absolutely brained Joe Diaz with that forearm strike. Now look at this, going for the alley-oop. But no, Joe Diaz gets out of it with another sunset flip roll-up. Can he get the surprise upset? Nope, right before 3. Joe Diaz, very flashy wrestler, tells him to bring it on. He goes straight into, look at this. Oh my God, back suplex right onto the LED board. Now look at this. I think he's getting ready to fly again. Yes, he is. Look at this. Tope Atomico. Barrel roll Tope. Takes out Jared Jackson. Now he's got him. Throws him back into the ring. What's he gonna follow up with? Mat slam. And, oh, big knee strike stuns Jared Jackson. Now he's rolling into the ring. I think he's looking to finally connect with it. The cartwheel Pele kick. And it connects. Oh, wait a minute. Holy crap. Somebody just jumped the barricade, and that's the God of Thunder. Kobe Jordan, what is he doing here? Kobe Jordan just speared Joe Diaz. That gives Jared Jackson the victory via disqualification, but he's not here to save him. He's here to hurt him too with the big Stormbreaker. What the hell is Kobe Jordan doing here?
Rosa! I know you're back there.
Wait a minute.
It's the God of Thunder. If you don't come out here now, I'm challenging you. War of the Roses. Be there. We'll take your other eye out.
Well, this just completely comes out of left field. Kobe Jordan issuing the challenge to Christopher T. Rosa, of all people. Somebody who's not even part of the PWR roster. He's challenged him to Victoria's last pay-per-view, War of the Roses. And now he's sending one final message in the form of an Ira Deorum to Jared Jackson. Kobe Jordan just completely derailing PWR episode 11 on his own accord. Good, leave this arena. You're not even part of PWR. Get out of here. Neither is Rosa. What? Well, this has been a rather chaotic night, but up next, we might have a little bit of a chaotic match, as it's John Inch versus Max Harleton. Let's take you to the ring for that right now. Now, as I mentioned before, John Inch looks eerily similar to the music creator Jack Stauber, and that's because he is heavily inspired by the music artist Jack Stauber. And as you can hear, he is coming out here to Fighter by Jack Stauber, as when he debuted last time he had a match against Jason Vance, he came out to Inchman and had a different symbol of eyes starting at his entrance. He is quite the interesting and bizarre human being. In terms of wrestling style, he seems to use a lot of spinning maneuvers to disorientate his opponent. He's quite the interesting wrestler to witness. And apparently it seems like he's going to enter out to a different song by Jack Stauber every single time he comes out here. And wear a different set of gear inspired by that song. Well, I will admit, I do like this music a lot, but John Inch is very much obsessed with this type of music. Molding his personality in the form of Jack Stauber. Now he is going to face another big fan favorite, Max Harleton. Now while John Inch is new to the wrestling scene, Max Harleton has been around here for quite a bit now. Had some pretty impressive victories here in PWR against the likes of Katsuki Hero and Dan Backslide. Now this match was actually made impromptu just this past week, as Max Harleton was not planning to come out here to wrestle, as he was going to save himself and conserve himself for ROX Vengeance to face Maxwell Verity. But luckily, this match is just after ROX Vengeance, as that was last night. And as you can see, he seems to be looking past Vengeance right now and worrying about his opponent, John Inch. He seems to be luckily in some good health. Now here we go. Start the match. Ring the bell. John Inch and Max Harleton. Let's go. Max Harleton hyping up the crowd. So is John Inch. They definitely know how to get a reaction out of the PWR universe. Circling the ring, sizing each other up, and they go straight into the collar elbow tie-up. Now ref backing each other up, because they were too close to the corner there. Max Harleton tells him to come on. John Inch goes straight back into the collar elbow tie-up, backing him into the opposite corner. They seem to have a good old-fashioned stalemate here. Now John Inch, interestingly, oh my god! Max Harleton just chopping the soul out of John Inch there. Likes to utilize chops, but so does John Inch. Maybe not to the same effect as Max Harleton. Oh my god! Overhand chop floors John Inch there, and another one. Max Harleton maybe going a little aggressive tonight with another big overhand chop. He's going really hard and heavy on these chops. I don't usually see him use this many in the match. Maybe a little bit of pent-up aggression showing off of his match with Maxwell Verity. Big chop to the chest and another chest chop. And now look at this machine gun chop, signature Max Harleton here. Just chopping the ever-living hell out of John Inch and disorientating him, ending with a big jab to the face. Max Harleton telling him to come on. Oh, and just responds with a big chop. Goes for the cover. Kick out at one. Surprised that John Inch's chest isn't as red as a tomato right now. Now he Irish whips him into the opposite corner. Big chop to the chest. Irish whip again. And another chop. Max Harleton just not letting up with these chops tonight. And look at that. Big Irish whip into a Hurricane Rana. Another big pop-up Hurricane Rana. Maybe looking to disorientate John Inch before he gets the chance to disorientate Max Harleton, as he's giving him a whole lot of misdirection right now and tricking the less experienced John Inch. Now Irish whip into the corner. Inch reverses it, puts him into the corner. Now look at this, John Inch having enough of it, turning to chaos now with this Violence Party strikes. Taking down Max Harleton and wearing him down. Now John Inch spinning his hand in the air, telling him maybe it's time to go a little crazy. Now look at this, ducks under the clothesline, big forearm strike, another. Ducks under another clothesline, and big spinning spine buster there. Now John Inch, look at that, may be chaotic, but he's absolutely chill. Telling him big old tranquilo in front of his face. Now look at this, shaking his foot in the face, vibrating his neck with his foot, and then stomping him in the face. Now look at this, John Inch. What's he looking for? Oh, standing clockwork energy early, but John gets reversed by Max Harleton. Now look at this kick to the leg. Big corkscrew arm drag to John Inch. Now Harleton, what's he setting up for? Seems that he's got him a little bit dazed. Now look at this wrist lock again, dragging him to the opposite corner, and another corkscrew arm drag. Seems to be affecting John Inch's back a little bit. His midsection and spine has been taking a lot of punishment thus far. Now he's dragging him into the middle of the ring. Looks to be more punishment to the back. Big monkey flip into the corner. Now he's dragging him into the middle of the ring. John Inch reverses it, though. Big jawbreaker. And a discus clothesline takes down Max Harleton. Maybe signaling for a flip here. Yep, he's going to the middle rope. Pop-up moonsault. Goes for the cover. No, Max Harleton kicks out. Impressive middle rope pop-up moonsault there. Jumping from the middle to the top. Big chop to the chest actually knocks down Max Harleton. A big shoulder breaker, working on the arms a little bit, as he does have a signature submission to the arms. But Max Harleton responding instantly, slowing down John Inch with more overhand chops. And goes for another, but no, John Inch reverses it. Now look at this. Setting up an arm combo here. Pele kick to the leg and a knee strike to the arm. Now look at this, big arm drag again, but John Inch has taken too much damage and he cannot follow up and finish the combo. Now both men getting up at the same time. Arm trap neck breaker, the spinning going round and round now. Big shoulder breaker again, but no, Max Harleton reverses it with an arm drag there, and oh, another overhead chop. A big chop to the throat now. Now he's got him by the back of the neck, putting him against the ropes, crowd shushing. Oh my God! John Inch's soul must have left his body with that overhand chop. And now he's just raining down more overhand chops. Max Harleton is not messing around off of the back of ROX Vengeance. The ref is backing up Max Harleton now. This could cause some serious lacerations to the chest of John Inch with the amount of strikes he's taken to the chest, and another big chop to the chest. Now I think Max Harleton's done doing just chops. Big scoop slam. Big impact going to the top. But John Inch waking up stops him with a big drop kick. Now what's he looking for? Oh, look at this victory roll, super victory roll from the top rope, goes for the cover, and no, Max Harleton kicks out just in time. Now John Inch getting him up, trying to go for that arm combo again. Pele kick to the arm, knee strike to the arm, big arm breaker takedown. Now look at this, wrenches the arm, and one big final spinning maneuver, taking him down and almost tearing the arm out of the socket. Now I think he's setting up for his signature submission. Yes, he is. Those aren't meant to bend. That's what he calls this arm bar. Bending his arm in an unnatural position. moving it against the joint. There has to be a submission here. He's still close to the ropes, but John Inch is in the way of Max Harleton to reach those ropes. Max Harleton trying to find his way out of it without submitting, and yes, he does, and oh my God! Pushes him out of the ring because he was so close to the ropes. And now look at that, Max Harleton following up the big suicide dive. Impressive skirmish here from Max Harleton, finding a way out of those aren't meant to bend. Now look at this, I think he's looking for vintage Harleton. Oh my God! Drop kick into the apron. Just absolutely destroying John Inch's back there. Now Irish whip back into the ring. Jumps over the top, goes for the cover. Could this be it? 2. No, Max Harleton does not get the victory over John Inch. Now he's getting him up. And look at this. Another overhand chop. Floors John Inch. Look at this. He might have a heart attack from the amount of strikes to the chest he's had. And oh my God. Max Harleton is just not letting up against this young lion, John Inch. But oh, misses the knife edge chop there. Now look at this snapmare. Big fish drop stuns Max Harleton. Now he follows up with a big elbow drop as well, making sure that he stays down. And now he's following up, looking for a signature discus enziguri. Clockwork energy. It connects. Now he drags him into the middle of the ring. Does not go for the cover though. I think he's looking for his finisher, Oklahoma. But you can tell the wear and tear on John Inch's back is making him much slower. Now he's getting him up. He goes for it, but no, Max Harleton gets out of the way. And oh my God, knife edge chop floors him. He's rolling out of the ring, getting out of harm's way, but Max Harleton going up to the top. And oh my God, what a Dragon Rana! Smashing Max Harleton, or John Inch's neck against the outside mat area. He might be out on his feet right now. As Max Harleton's calling for it. Yes, he is. Dreamer's Echo coming up, and it connects. Sits in for the finisher. And Max Harleton picks up the victory over John Inch. Quite an even match from these two. Very competitive. As we saw, that chopping battle only resulted in one big overhand chop. And when John Inch had those aren't meant to bend on Max Harleton, Max Harleton, very crafty, pushes him out of the ring. Falls up immediately with that suicide dive. And this, I believe, was the beginning of the end for John Inch with that big drop kick. But John Inch still got his last word with clockwork energy. But even then, Max Harleton finished it all for John Inch with the Dragon Rana and one big Dreamer's Echo. Dreamer's Echo from the voice of the Dreamers picks him up a victory. You gotta wonder, it's only a matter of time before Max Harleton is in title contention. As he's picked up so many victories, Max Harleton only improving his momentum here in PWR. Now speaking of momentum, up next, Dylan Sabre looks to continue his momentum against Gunner. Let's take you to the ring, to that right now. Here comes the recently debuting Dylan Sabre, the quote-unquote Buffalonian, as he is from Buffalo, New York, and he has a whole lot of pride for that place. He is based almost all of his signature maneuvers and finishers off of places and locations in Buffalo, naming them off of them such as the crossface buffalo wing, or his finisher, the anchor bar, or La Nova, mostly involving food places, but you get the gist. It may sound silly, but rest assured Dylan Saber is probably one of the best submission artists and technicians I've seen in the game. And he is going to face another submission artist tonight, just like he did at his debut match at Thunderstruck. Only this time he's facing the much smaller Gunner, who is also a leg submission artist. It's bound to be an interesting clash of submission battle. Dylan Saber looks ready and serious as ever. And oh, what the hell? That's Lito Deck! What is Lito doing here? What? Just attacking Dylan Saber. Lito was announced earlier that he's being placed in a gauntlet match for the contendership for the world title, but now you can see here he is battering Dylan Saber for absolutely no merit at all. He has absolutely no qualms or anything against Dylan Saber that I know of. They haven't even met each other in the ring yet. Well, they are now, and Lito, is he just using Dylan Saber as a catharsis, as a method to take out his anger? What is he doing here? Oh geez, oh no. Concussion buster to the face of Dylan Saber. Lito Deck admiring his handiwork to a shower of boos. Just get out of here. We already had Kobe Jordan run in on a match, but now Lito has just robbed Dylan Saber of his match against Gunner. He's not leaving. No, don't walk back in there. Well, Lito Deck running back in the ring. He's gonna beat on Dylan Saber more. Oh my god. Oh jeez. We've known Lito Deck to be, oh my god, absolutely ruthless. But this seems beyond more than just taking out his anger on somebody because of something else. He seems to be doing this for some sort of personal reason. He's got a chair! Oh my god! Just, good lord. Somebody back up Lito Deck. He could end the career of Dylan Saber, and Dylan Saber's just debuted in PWR. Oh no, don't do this! Draping the chair over his neck. He's done this with people like Chase Dunn before, and it's put him on the injury shelf. What is he? Oh no. Oh! Oh my god! Just, oh my god, somebody get Lito Deck out of here and get some medics. This uncalled for. Well, despicable acts aside, it's already time for a main event, ladies and gentlemen. Interpromotional Championship, Heraldry versus Robert Martyr. Let's move past that heinous assault right now. Now let me tell you about the story of this interesting man, and I use man very loosely because this man is no mere human. He is an absolute monster. The Revenant Knight, the curse upon the land, Heraldry. Now it happens when we were trying to find a replacement for the interpromotional title match at New Beginning. Heraldry came to the call alongside Rashad Wyatt in a replacement match, and in his debut match, he took out somebody to the caliber of Rashad Wyatt. And then ever since then, has had a path of destruction. In his interpromotional title match at New Beginning, he just tore house down. And he even got destroyed in that match, taking such brutal maneuvers as being draped over the rope and being hit with a double elbow drop and a knee strike from Robert Dream and Chase Dunn. Even then, he still managed to get up. This man is not a human. And then just recently at Thunderstruck, he beat the 8-bit phenomenon, ORJ, to be able to get this title match tonight. If there has ever been a big threat to the interpromotional champion, Robert Martyr, it is most certainly the curse upon the land heraldry. But Robert Martyr, he is absolutely incensed with being the interpromotional champion. Fighting through pain, dealing pain to others, breaking Chase Dunn's fingers for simply just laying his hands on the interpromotional championship. I don't think this man has any doubts that he'll be able to retain his title. As I've said before, Robert is one of the most brutal and dangerous wrestlers in this business. It's sure to be one absolute slobber knocker of a match here tonight. As he looks at his interpromotional championship, perhaps for the last time, but I think he believes in his heart of hearts that it is not the last time for him. Now Robert Martyr put on a clinic at Thunderstruck against Everett Consinelli. We have not heard of Everett Consinelli since then, as he has not signed to PWR. But Robert Martyr, by the skin of his teeth, came out victorious against Everett Consinelli. Meanwhile, heraldry at Thunderstruck, even though the match was intense and heavy, came out victorious against a former world champion, a former ROX world champion, Orion James. He beat him so bad, in fact, that Orion James did not sign a new contract with PWR. Not that I'm saying that heraldry beating him was a direct factor to that, but it seems to be related to it. Meanwhile, Robert, absolute ruthless aggression, absolute danger in one under 6 foot tall human being. If I were heraldry in that ring, even if I was the size of heraldry in that ring, I would be pissing my pants right now to be standing across the ring from Robert Martyr, the deadbeat devil. But the devil is facing somebody who considers himself to be death. Now holding up the interpromotional championship, we get this intense stare down. Ring the bell, and the main event is now underway. Meeting each other directly in the middle of the ring, and the crowd, just like the interpromotional championship match, is already cheering. This is awesome. And now we're getting a few strikes, a striking exchange between these two. No love lost between each other ever since the interpromotional championship match at New Beginning, and look at this! Just pimp slapping him several times, and now doing it again, just absolutely punishing Robert Martyr. A big chop to the throat there. Heraldry knows what he's done. He's going for the cover now really early in this match, but of course he's only going to get a 1 count, as Robert can absorb so much pain. Now, I've said before, Robert is the type of person that if you try to do one style of wrestling, he will try to match it, and he'll usually match it more than you. and he will beat you in your own game. However, heraldry, that's a game that's very difficult to play. But Robert finding himself on the offense now. Now look at this. Almost throwing heraldry out of the ring, and now a big triangle drop kick takes him out of the ring. Heraldry finding himself on the outside. Robert going for a suicide dive, going for broke. He knows that he needs to wear down this behemoth, heraldry. And that is exactly what he is going to do, as he's looking for yet another suicide dive, and it connects, taking heraldry off his feet. And I think he's going for number 3. And yes, he is. He completes a hat trick of suicide dives. And Robert is now with the firm momentum in this match, willing to risk his body to be able to retain his interpromotional title, excuse me. Now he's also trying, I'm not quite sure how smart it is to risk his body though, as next episode he is scheduled to be in a #1 contender gauntlet match for the world title contendership. He's got to worry about being 100% for the next episode in 2 weeks. But now heraldry stops the assault on his limbs, and now look at this. Heraldry, I believe, watched Everett Constanelli versus Robert Martyr at Thunderstruck, because now he knows to attack the arm that Everett Constanelli softened up at Thunderstruck. Now, of course, oh my god, it's been 4 weeks removed since then, but he's still wearing down the arm, even with that big pump handle slam, throwing him all the way across the ring, corner to corner. Heraldry has the strength of an absolute superhuman, just carrying around Robert Martyr like it's nothing. Now look at this, he's draping Robert Martyr into the Tree of Woe. Oh jeez. When he goes in the corner like that, you know what's coming next. Big cannonball! Oh my god! A cannonball to the Tree of Woe position. Could that be it? Could heraldry already win the title? No. Robert kicks out. Still early yet in this match, but he kicked out right before 3 off of that big Tree of Woe cannonball. Now look at this. Heraldry, I've said it before, he likes to do big power moves in 3s. Usually power slams or power bombs, as you saw right there. #1 with power slam into the corner and into the ring. And now power slam #2. Now he's looking to follow up again, draping him over his shoulder, carrying him around the ring. But Robert, so resilient, gets out of the power slam position and knocks him down with a chop block. Now look at this. A ref being a little bit lenient for this, but he's just gnawing at the face with his fingers, stretching out his nose with that big face gouge. Now look at this. Big elbow drop, just making sure he wears down heraldry and keeps him down. Robert, an absolute student of the game. He knows what to do. He knows how to keep his opponent down and worn down, so they are at the mercy of Robert Martyr. Now, putting him against the ropes. What's he looking for here? Oh, he's looking for a signature combo. You know what comes next. Discus Lariat! Oh my god! One of Robert's most powerful moves, and heraldry just absorbed it. And oh my god, responds straight back with a crippling, decapitating lariat. Taking Robert's head off his shoulders, he goes for the cover, and no, Robert still has his interpromotional championship. Now Robert gets back up, but heraldry looking to go back to that arm. I think he realized that clotheslining the massive chest of heraldry only resulted in damaging his arm even further. So that is what he is targeting now. Just wearing down Robert Martyr. And to my knowledge, heraldry does not use any submission maneuvers at all. But he's effectively taking out Robert's most effective moves, and that would be his discus lariat. He can't put on the blood choke if his arms are weakened, and he cannot lift up heraldry if his arms are weakened for the cactus crippler. It effectively takes out almost all of Robert Martyr's offensive maneuvers, and that is quite smart. Quite terrifyingly smart. Look at this. For the curse upon the land. Now look at this. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Big running double axe handle. Goes for the cover. But no, Robert kicks out. And look at this. Heraldry just showing absolutely no respect at all to Robert Martyr. Now look at this. Going for a power bomb. Like I said, he likes to do these in threes. So this could be the first in a hat trick of power bombs. Big buckle bomb into the corner. Now, oh look at this. He's actually throwing a curveball to Robert Martyr. He's not doing another power bomb. Instead, he's doing a deadlift back suplex. Now going for a big vertical suplex. Pure strength and power from heraldry. Plants Robert Martyr with that suplex. Now he's setting him up, and oh my god, just wearing down the spine of Robert Martyr and just battering him with those punches. Nothing that heraldry does is pretty. It's only effective. Now look, this went for a power bomb, but Robert getting out of it. Now, Martyr doing the striking game again, backing heraldry against the ropes, Irish whip, and big drop kick takes down heraldry, goes for the cover, and no, heraldry kicks out. Now Robert not able to knock him down with the discus lariat, but using the momentum was able to take down heraldry with a big drop kick. And heraldry pissed off about what he's doing right now, but I think he just pissed off Robert Martyr even more. Now it's just a battle of straight rage. As now Robert going more the technical route, wearing down the back and the arms of heraldry. As if he does take out the arms of heraldry, he also takes out heraldry's most effective weapon, and that is, oh geez, look at this. And that is the discus, double axe handle that he calls the double-edged sword. Now he turns him around. Just look at this, absolute cockiness from Robert Martyr. As heraldry was trying to piss off Robert, Robert is just now trying to piss off heraldry. Now look at this. Oh geez, big shoulder breaker. Oh god, just pure joint manipulation, and oh god, stomps on the inside of his elbow. Now you gotta wonder if he's going to be able to throw the double-edged sword at the right amount of strength. Look at, now he's just doing push-ups against heraldry. I don't think this is smart to do this. And I was absolutely right. Like an absolute zombie, he just sits up and double hand choke slams Robert Martyr. Now he's just destroying the leg of Robert Martyr with 3 vicious stomps to the hamstring. I think he's just doing this to mock Robert. And also cause a whole lot of pain, as he could have just snapped the hamstring there with one move. Now he goes for the cover, but Robert kicks out right at 2. Now he gets Robert up. Heraldry Irish whips him into the corner. What's Heraldry looking to do? Hyping himself up, running to the corner, but no, Robert gets out of the way. Now look at this, Robert Strikes him a little bit to wear him down. And oh, big running drop kick in the corner. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, no! He hit that drop kick right on the button, but it's still not enough for Heraldry to stay down. Now Heraldry in sublime position. Big clothesline. Back elbow. Crowd really into these strikes. Back and forth we go. Oh, big clothesline in the corner from Heraldry. And now went for another, but big knee strikes takes him down. And a missile drop kick. Puts him in the opposite corner and, oh, misses the forearm strike. Big sequence from these two, back and forth. Even matchup. Now Heraldry, oh, big crossbody into the corner. Now he's got power slam position. Big snake eyes. Now he's going for a big boot. But no, he misses. Now Robert, oh, I think he's going for the combo again. Yes, he is. And oh! Heraldry still absorbs the strike. I don't think his arms are able to throw that much power anymore. But Heraldry still going after it, and Robert still reversing everything. And now, oh my god! Big forearm strike only stumbles him. And oh, he hits the discus! Finally knocking down Heraldry. Now Robert, oh geez, surmounting a comeback, another suicide dive. Robert Martyr is just a suicide dive machine. Eyes wide, suicide. And now he's going in the ring. Robert Martyr calling for it, saying that he's dead. But I believe Heraldry already is, and you can't kill what already is. But he's going for the Cactus Crippler. But he can't quite lift Heraldry, and Heraldry back suplexes him. Or backdrops him, excuse me. And oh, look at this double-edged sword. Double-edged sword, and that could be all she wrote. Heraldry could be picking up the interpromotional title. But no, Robert Martyr kicks out. Robert Martyr's pride does not allow him to stay down for the 3. Now Heraldry. Shades of what he did to Orion James. Going for another double axe handle, but no, he ducks under it. And, oh, big lariat takes down Heraldry. Giving him that receipt for the decapitating lariat he did earlier. Now, what's Robert looking to do? Irish whip, and he follows him. Clothesline out of the ring. Robert, he's looking to dive yet again. I don't think this is very smart to do, but it's effective. Another suicide dive takes down Heraldry. And you can hear the crowd chanting, yes. They want Robert to retain. And Robert going to the top rope now. He's calling for a second dive. He's getting Heraldry up. And oh my god! Holy crap! Heraldry just nailed Robert Martyr with a drop kick out of midair. He goes for the cover. And oh my god, Robert still kicks out. How is that physically possible for a man that size to accurately nail a drop kick out of midair? This could be the beginning of the end for Robert. And Heraldry's calling for it. Yes, he is. He's going for the gravestone pile driver. And, oh, look at this. Robert Martyr with sheer strength. Oh, my God. That's an old finisher he used to do. Sit-out pile driver. No one's kicked out of it. But Heraldry has just kicked out of it. And he's still in this match. Now he turns around Heraldry, and look at this! He's going straight into the blood choke! He's got it tight, he's got it locked in. I'm surprised Heraldry isn't incapacitated from that sit-out pile driver, but we could very well see heraldry pass out from the blood choke here. It's designed to restrict the blood going to his brain, and if there's no blood flow, he cannot do anything other than pass out. But heraldry does not say, "I quit" to anything. Oh my god! Big headbutt to the nose of Robert Martyr. And oh my god! Such massive moves to Robert Martyr. You gotta... When is it time to say that I quit? When is it time to say he's done? Oh my god! Deadlift, superplex. But both men are super exhausted. You can see heraldry can barely even move due to the amount of punishment he's taken, but he's striping the arm over. Could he get the victory? And oh my god, Robert still kicks out. This is an absolute war. An absolute war of attrition between these two. But heraldry still getting up before Robert. And goes for another double-edged sword. But now look at this. Robert capitalizing. Oh, Cactus Crippler! But Robert can't properly follow up. Robert hyping himself up. I think he knows that one Cactus Crippler isn't enough. Yes, I think he knows what to do next. He's calling for a second Cactus Crippler. Very slowly getting heraldry up. Now he's going for Cactus Crippler number 2. And, oh, what the hell? What the hell? Heraldry rolled through of the Cactus Crippler, and now like a rag doll, transitions it into the gravestone pile driver. This has to be it. Heraldry gets the cover, and heraldry is your new interpromotional champion. Oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute main event for PWR episode 11. As you can see early on in the match, Robert tried getting the drop on heraldry with all those suicide dives, but heraldry just was simply too much power for Robert. As you can see here, he even absorbs that brutal discus clothesline like it's nothing. Then tried surmounting that comeback against Robert Martyr. But Robert hits that arm trap neckbreaker and the discus clothesline again. But it wasn't until the third discus clothesline that Robert was finally able to nail heraldry. And in a match where heraldry was dominating most of the time, Robert was finally able to surmount a comeback. But even then, it was too much, and heraldry hit the double-edged sword. But even when we thought it was it, heraldry did not get the victory, and Robert still kicked out and was able to hit yet another suicide dive number 5, I believe. And now he was going for yet another dive, but look at that! I have never seen heraldry ever thrown a drop kick, let alone leave his feet. But then he nails this absolutely brutal, accurate, and beautiful drop kick. There is no way that Robert is going into the gauntlet next episode 100% after that drop kick. And even when Robert, in his last bits of strength, went for the Cactus Crippler, heraldry, like an absolute superhuman, rolled through on it and transitioned it somehow into a gravestone pile driver. And as you can hear his theme song playing, heraldry is your new interpromotional champion. Good luck getting that title off of heraldry's shoulders. This has been an insane night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to PWR episode 11. I'm your solo commentator, Michael Anthony. Thank you for tuning in. I'm signing off.